So now that we've created the domain name and we've pointed it to MySpace, which is where we're going to host the project, now we're ready to create our database. So we're going to go to cPanel again, click Home. I'm going to scroll down to MySQL databases. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see here it says create new database. I'm going to create a new one called Francis1_MSG. I'm going to click create database. It says that database has been added. So now what I need to do after I've created the database is I need to add a user to that database. So what I'm going to do is go down to MySQL users. I'm going to click a new, I'm going to create a new user. I'm going to call it Francis1_F. Then I'm going to click password generator. I'm just going to pick a random password. That one will do. So I'm just going to copy that and click this box to use the password. And then I'm going to click create user. So we've just created that user. Now what we need to do after we've created the user and we've created the database is we need to add that user to the database we've just created. So we scroll down again, it says add user to database, and I'm going to look for this one here, Francis1_MSG, and I want to add the user Francis1_F. So I'm going to click add. And here we can choose the privileges for that user. So obviously you don't want to have all these privileges, but just because just while we're making it, we're just going to click all privileges. Then afterwards what you can do is delete the privileges you don't actually need to make your application more secure. We've just added Francis1_F to the database Francis1_MSG. We've added those privileges to it. So that's us finished now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to index.php and we're going to see does it work. So we're going to create a simple PHP script and we're going to say create a variable called db and say db equals mysql I. And we actually want to say db equals new mysql I because we're creating a new instance of the mysql I. Because we're going to be using object-oriented PHP and we're going to be using prepared or MySQL prepared statements, we're not going to be using procedural MySQL queries in this series. So what we're going to do is we need to have 4 arguments. The first argument is the database host, and since the database is hosted on the same server as the actual files, we can just put in localhost. Then what we want to do is we want to put in our username. So our username is Francis1_F and the password is this password we saved from earlier. Then we want to add the database, which is Francis1_MSG, and that should be it. So that should be it, but sort of as an added check, we're going to check did the connection succeed. So the way we do that is we say if, then we're going to say db, and what we want to do is we want to access a member of the db class because this is just the db variable is just an instance of the MySQLite class. We want to add or access the connect error. So we want to access the connect error member of the DB class, and we're going to say die couldn't connect to DB. Then we're going to say else die connection successful. So then we'll just try that and we'll click upload. And we'll go to msg.es.vc, we'll click this, it says couldn't connect to DB. Okay, so the reason it didn't connect was because the username was spelled wrong. It's Francis1_F and the password is for some reason wrong. So what I did was just change the password. Here's the new password and it should work now. So let's just upload this. Go to Google Chrome, just refresh. You can see it says connection successful now. So we're ready to go. So what we'll do is just get rid of that. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this because we don't actually need it on the index page. So we're going to put it on the update messages page. And we're going to put it on the get messages page. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.